In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to make your own AI animated videos for your faceless YouTube channel, even if you've never created an animation before. By the time you're done, you'll be able to create results like this.
Bite the Panda just wanted to watch Nova's new cartoon. He flopped into a chair in their cozy digital studio, eyes fixed on the large floating holographic screen. The video started playing, but something felt off. Parts of the image twitched, then broke into tiny square pixels.
Nova, why is your video turning into little squares?
What? That's not right. I rendered this last night.
Look, it froze again, and now the colors are disappearing.
That's not a normal bug. That looks like a glitch.
Before they could touch any controls, the glitch began to spread. The broken pixels crawled across the screen, flickering and buzzing. The whole surface started to wobble as if it was made of liquid
Learning how to create animations is more important now than ever because a lot of fast-growing faceless channels are using animation in their videos. These videos can easily stack up thousands, even millions of views, and that attention can turn into real income from platform monetization, brand deals, and even full businesses built around your content. So if you've been waiting for a complete tutorial that takes you from zero to a finished AI animated video, this is it. We'll cover everything from writing the script to generating your characters and scenes, turning those images into animated clips, adding voice and lip sync, and finally putting everything together into one finished video. Let's start with step 1, writing the script. To write a good script, you will need to come up with the idea and guide ChatGPT on how to write the script for you. To make this easier, I've put together a simple ChatGPT prompt you can copy and paste, make the necessary changes to areas where I have the placeholders, and submit. Make sure to use ChatGPT 5.1 thinking to make sure that you get a detailed and long script. Here's the prompt. Let me explain a little bit about the prompt. Here, you can put a sentence of what you want that idea to be, the length of the video, the audience, the character, if there's any, or if you have a set of characters in mind, how the structure should go, and then you can give your couple of rules as well. You can also ask it to put the breakdown of the results into this particular table format. Once you're done and you've put in everything you need, submit and ChatGPT will generate the story and the subsequent table. Now, this is the story I generated earlier about Bite the Panda and Nova, who is a fox. After generating the story, if you're not happy with the result, you can generate a new one or make changes to the story so it sounds more like you. After the story was generated, I went ahead to generate the scenes, the story beat, what's happening, and then the image prompt, the video prompt, which is what you would use from the prompt template that I've provided. By the way, this prompt template, you'll find a link in the description that will take you to where you can download it for free. Alright, so once you have all your scenes broken down and generated image prompts, we'll be using them to generate our images in Design AI using Nano Banana Pro. But before we go ahead and work on the image generation, there's something I need to bring to your attention. Go back to ChatGPT and ask it specifically to generate a prompt describing the characters within your story. You can paste this prompt, which I also have in the prompt document, where you can ask it to extract the main characters. ChatGPT is going to generate that for you. For this story we're using, it generated Nova, as you can see, in 3D pixel style, and then described everything about Nova as well as Bite. We'll be using these prompts first to generate a base character, and I will explain why we are doing that. Next is to head back to Design AI. Just to explain what Design AI is, it's an all-in-one platform that allows you to generate your images, videos, as well as lip sync. It has one of the best lip syncing features in the market. Once you sign into your Design AI account, You can click on New Project and it will open a blank project. Once that blank project is open, you can name it and then select the aspect ratio. Since we are creating a YouTube video, we're going to choose 16:9, which is what I have here already. Now, to generate our image, I'll be using Nano Banana Pro. Go to text to image, make sure that you select Nano Banana Pro, and then go ahead and paste in the prompt for the character. In this situation, this is for byte. Then you choose the quality. I'll just use 2K and I'm going to use 9:16 because this is just the base character. I want to see from the head to the toe and then click on generate. Once it's done generating, you'll get the character. This is the character byte and this is the character Nova. Once you have these images, you can download them to your computer and we'll use these images as our base guidance to create the other scenes that ChatGPT generated prompts for us. You click here where it says Chat Editor and then you upload the images that you downloaded. So I'll just go ahead and upload them quickly. I've added Nova as well as byte to this, and then you would go ahead and paste in the script for the first scene that ChatGPT gave us. You can choose the quality. I'll leave it at 2K and make sure that this is 16:9, and then you go ahead and click on generate and it will generate the image for you. So this is the one that I generated. You double click and it places it on the canvas. As you can see, it came out really beautiful. Everything looks nice. For this scene, I wanted Byte to be sitting on the chair, Nova is walking, and Byte is trying to watch the cartoon that Nova generated. Now, the next trick that you need to follow is you need to download this, which is the base first scene, and then go ahead and upload it here. Why? Because even though we have Nova as well as Byte, you want to maintain the same background and the same aesthetics. Once you have that added, you can then go ahead and switch this to the prompt for the second scene and click generate. And this is my second scene. This is how I was able to generate the different scenes that you saw at the beginning of the video. So that's how I was able to generate those scenes. The process is the same. Now, once you have all your images generated, you could go ahead and download them to your computer and save them in a folder, or you could leave them here, depending on the model you're going to use. Because we are going to use a video model that is inbuilt within the platform, we will not be downloading any image, but I'll show you what to do next. Now, to generate our videos, the next step is to start with the first scene. This is the first scene that we want to animate. To do that, you'll see these options underneath the image. Click on AI Video, and it's going to open up the AI Video panel on the left-hand side, and it will add this as the first frame. For this particular tutorial, we're using Google Veo 3.1. Design AI has multiple video models, but we're using Google Veo 3.1 because I want to take advantage of its animation sound effects without the character speaking. We'll do the lip syncing in the next step. Once you have this set up, go ahead and paste in your video prompt that ChatGPT generated for you. Something I need to note here is you need to mention no narrator, no voice speaking, no background music, no humans. Otherwise, you might end up with background music that you don't want. Once you've set that, choose 1080p 8 seconds. That's what I want. And then switch on the sound because even though we don't want anybody speaking, we do want the sound effects. Then click on generate. It will start generating by the left-hand side. This is the result of the one I generated earlier. This is the process you will follow to animate each of the images with no voices and only sound effects and no background music. But there are particular scenes in the story where the characters are interacting and speaking, and I want to make sure those parts are lip synced. To do that, which is the next step, we first need to generate our voiceovers. I'll show you two ways that you can generate your voiceover. The first way is to use 11 Labs. When you come into 11 Labs and open the studio, it will open to a blank page like this. You go ahead and paste in the narrator as well as the dialogue generated by ChatGPT, as you can see here, and then you can assign different voices. At the beginning, I have the narrator speaking, so I assigned a different voice. Then I have Byte, I assigned a different voice, and then I have Nova, and I assigned a different voice. You just go ahead and generate all of this, and once it's generated, you click export and download it to your computer. Now, when you download it to your computer, because this particular clip is a combination of both the narrator and the individual character speaking, you might need to go to a video editing tool like CapCut and then separate those voices. So here, if you look at my timeline, I'll explain this later when we're talking about the editing phase. But if you look at my timeline, you'll see this is where the narrator is speaking. And here I've gone ahead to listen and separate where Byte was talking and where Nova was speaking. I separated them. Once you separate them, you go ahead and export individual voices because we are going to be using them in Design AI. Now, coming into Design AI, there are ways you can easily lip sync. You can lip sync with a picture, but I don't want to lip sync with a picture because it's going to be a bit static. I want to lip sync with video regenerated from Google Veo 3. To do that, you click on lip sync. Once you click on lip sync, this page will open up. Instead of clicking pick a face from an image, click on upload a face video. Once you click on upload a face video, go ahead and upload the video that you want to lip sync. I'll go ahead and upload this video. What it's going to do is try to look for faces. Obviously, these are not human faces. I wanted to show this example because design is known to lip sync non-human characters as well. In this situation, you click on mark face manually, and then we'll go ahead and select Byte first, then select Nova second, and then click on next. Once you click on next, the page will load. Once it loads, the next thing you need to do is pick a voice. Let's start with Byte. Click on pick a voice. This is the second option. If you don't want to use 11 Labs, you can come in here, select a voice that you like, type in what you want the character to say, and generate audio. But because we have already generated our audio, click on upload audio and go ahead and upload the audio that we generated from 11 Labs. And then it will be placed and you click on pick a voice and do the same thing for Nova. Alright, so once you have this placed, make sure you go ahead and listen to make sure that they overlap correctly. Where Byte is speaking and where Nova is speaking should line up properly. Then make sure you're using Pro, which has better motion and clarity, and then choose 1080p and click on Generate. Once it generates, this is the result.
Nova, why is your video turning into little squares?
What? That's not right. I rendered this last night.
Look, it froze again, and now the colors are disappearing.
That's not a normal bug. That looks like a glitch.
So now that we have our images, we have our lip sync, we have our videos, it's time to assemble everything together. You can decide to use any video editor of choice. I'll be using CapCut for this. Like I showed earlier, coming into CapCut, what you need to do is put the voiceover that you generated, the one that is already separated, into the timeline. As you are listening to the voiceover, you would go ahead and pull in the media you have uploaded into CapCut to match what the narrator is saying. And then where we have Byte and Nova speaking, you would go ahead and place that video that we generated from Design AI where they are lip synced and speaking to each other. Once you're done placing all the videos, another thing to make sure that your video is smooth is to add transitions in between each of the scenes so it doesn't look disjointed but shows a continuous process. Once you have gone ahead to put everything together and made sure everything looks right, the next thing is to click on export and export it out. During your export, you can choose where you want to export it to and also the resolution. I like to export my videos in 4K, so you could do that as well. Then click on export and it will be saved to a folder on your computer. From there, you can go ahead and upload your video to YouTube, and that's it. You've just seen the full workflow of how to go from a single idea to a written story to characters and scenes to a fully animated video with voice and lip sync without ever showing your face on camera. Once you've done this once, you can repeat the exact same process for any story you want. Kids stories, explainer videos, short form content, or full series for your faceless channel. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Your characters get more consistent, your stories get tighter, and your animations start to feel like something people would binge watch, not just AI experiments. So now it's your turn. Take the prompts, build your first animation, and publish it. Don't just watch this and move on. Actually create something and get it out there. If you want more step-by-step videos on using AI to build a faceless YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments other topics you would like for me to cover.